An old classic popped up in the newspaper today. Dave was boasting to his boss one day, I know everyone there is to know. Just name someone, anyone, and I know them. Tired of his bragging, his boss called his bluff. Okay, Dave, how about Keanu Reeves? Yep, Keanu and I are old friends, and I can prove it. The next day, Dave and his boss fly to Hollywood and go to Keanu Reeves' door. He comes out and shouts, Dave. Sup, man? Great to see you. Come on in for a beer. Although impressed, Dave's boss is still skeptical. After they leave Keanu's house, he tells Dave that he thinks Keanu was just lucky. Just name anyone else then, and I'll prove it again, Dave says. President Biden, says his boss. Yup, Dave says, old buddies, let's fly out to Washington, and off they go. At the White House, Biden spots Dave on the tour and motions him and his boss over, saying, Dave, what a surprise. I was just on my way to a meeting, but you and your friend, come on in and let's have a beer first and catch up. Well, the boss is very shaken by now, but still not totally convinced. After they leave the White House, he expresses his doubts to Dave, who again implores him to name anyone else. Pope Francis, his boss replies. Sure, says Dave. I've known the Pope for years. So off they fly to Rome. Dave and his boss are assembled with the masses at the Vatican's St. Peter's Square when Dave says, this will never work. I can't catch the Pope's eye among all these people. Tell you what? I know all the guards, so let me just go upstairs, and I'll come out on the balcony with the Pope. He disappears into the crowd headed towards the Vatican. Sure enough, half an hour later, Dave emerges with the Pope on the balcony, but by the time Dave returns, he finds that his boss has had a heart attack and is surrounded by paramedics. Making his way to his boss' side, Dave asks him, what happened? His boss looks up and says, you and the Pope came out onto the balcony, and the man next to me said, who the is that on the balcony with Dave? A guy finds an old lamp in the desert. He rubs it, and a genie pops out. The genie tells him he has 2 wishes. The guy says, I always thought it was 3 wishes. The genie says, check your pants. The guy looks down and goes, whoa, it's huge. And the genie says, I've been doing this a long time.